Moving on to our second round rules, everything gets doubled from the first round. A great take gives you 400 points, a good take gives you 200, an okay take gives you 100 points, and a bad take, again, 0 points. Let's move to the NBA for a second. We're talking about two of the greatest players of all time, LeBron James for the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James, and Steph Curry with the shot, as Drake said. Give you a Canada shout out there, Adam. Steph Curry with the shot for the Golden State Warriors. Both have 4 rings. Both are all-time legends, and both are toward the bottom of the Western Conference. Warriors and Lakers kind of fighting for that 9-10 spot. We'll see if they're able to advance the standings as time goes on, but not necessarily just this year, but moving forward. I'll start with you, Adam. Who is more likely to get ring number 5? Is it LeBron James or is it Steph Curry?
So we're not just talking about this season, right? You're saying this season moving
for the
forward?
Rest of their careers.
Yeah, for the rest of their careers. I mean, Steph Curry, the Steph Curry. I'm not a basketball fan, but ultimately just age alone and skill set and the way that he's been playing with recency. So if we want to go recency bias, my money's on Steph Curry, and my money would be on Steph Curry over LeBron even this year. Going into the finals, and what is it called, the play-in teams that they're that the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors are right now. I mean, the Golden State Warriors are starting to kind of hum, and I'm like, look, I'm a fan of movie moments. So LeBron being 40 years old and still being able to ball, I want him to get another ring. And I'm not even a fan of any basketball, but I saw a Kendrick Lamar concert with LeBron James. He didn't know that I was actually at the concert with him. He was a few rows up from me dancing, but I was still at a concert with LeBron James. And so I have a bit more of an affinity for LeBron over Steph Curry. But I just think with the age and the team that's surrounding Steph Curry right now, and both of these teams are guys that you build a team around, I think the Golden State Warriors would be where my money would go for sure.
This is the second time, just for the audience to know, this is the second time that Adam has done a segment on the 8 o'clock spot for a sport that he doesn't follow. And for the second time, he's going to get a good take. I'm going to give you the 200 points for a good take, get you to 300. But Adam, for now, in the lead. Yeah, I think you bring up some really interesting points that, again, just as far as age, again, LeBron's so awesome. Steph's, I think, a little bit better at this point. But again, you talk about the front office in Golden State has been far more trustable, I think, in recent years than the Lakers have been. And again, just from a pure math standpoint, Steph doesn't look to be slowing down at all. LeBron, again, doesn't exactly look to be slowing down, but he certainly isn't. I mean, again, he's averaging 25, 8 and 7 on 50% from the field, which is crazy. But
even look at the recency stats, right? Like that's where
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Steph is just continuing to push through. LeBron hasn't been there for a few years, so just from eyeballing it. Sorry, John, I didn't mean to cut in on that. You can dock me 50 points if you need to, Bryson, for stepping in. Now you're on mute.
Yep, I think the camera disconnected there. I think it should be good from. Let's see. My mic cut out. That take was so hot, but nonetheless, I certainly agree with a lot of points you made. To John Rivera, who is more likely to win a ring? Ring number 5. Is it LeBron James or is it Steph Curry?
First of all, LeBron James is the GM of the Los Angeles Lakers or whatever franchise he is on. Second of all, man, you got to get your basketball team, man. You got to get your basketball team for sure. Thirdly, I would say, man, me personally, I would say LeBron. And for the simple fact is, he's the GM. He makes things happen. When you get with the Warriors, you kind of locked in. They're married. As they don't want to trade Clay and make all these moves and stuff like that. So they're gonna kind of stay put. LeBron's gonna wheel and deal. What's gonna get me here? What's gonna make me win? He's possibly can be a free agent, and he can make $5 and go to a contender and help them get to a ring. You know what I mean? Where Steph Curry, he's going to be a Warrior for the rest of his life, man. They're going to give him part of the team. If not, they already got that part of the deal right now. So I just think LeBron James will, just for the simple fact that he can choose who he wants to come play with him, and he can choose who he's going to play for. You know what I mean? He's about to be a free agent. Reports say that he's going to sign a contract with the Lakers, but still, we talking about LeBron James. He said he want to play with his son, so. He does what he wants to do, so I think LeBron James basically had the better chance just because he's more free out here, on these streets, as they say, you know what I mean? That's why I would say LeBron James is more likely to win a title because I can see him going to another team, and just being that, however LeBron want to do it, Iguodala role and win a championship that way. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this. I don't think LeBron would do that. I don't think LeBron would, because listen, you know again, not to take shots at any Jordan fans. I know you're a Bulls fan, and MJ is worst case, the second best player. I've heard some people put him as low as 3. That's crazy. But listen, I think, you know, the Jordan fans would be like, oh, that's just that's a cheap ring. That's like, was it Tracy McGrady? It wasn't Tracy McGrady. It was it Chauncey Billups? I forget who it was, who was on the Spurs team that almost won the finals in 2013, and he would have gotten a ring. But nonetheless, I do think he brings some good points that, you know, LeBron will listen. If LeBron wants to go in free agency, he could go to Miami. He could go to Philadelphia. Listen, even at age 39, going on age 40 next season, he'll have plenty of suitors out there. So I will also give John Rivera a good take, get him to 400 points again, back in the lead. Again, I think there's a lot of components to this that make a lot of sense. And, you know, if you plug him into a team like Philadelphia, where he could be the second best player, or a team of Miami where he'd be the best player, but if your number 2 is Jimmy Butler, you're in really, really good shape. And we know, knowing Jimmy's playoff history, so that could work.